Welcome to the highlights. It's day one of the second test match, India versus England 2007. And India came here to Trent Bridge at Nottingham, having just got out of jail at Lord's. Remember, 282 for 9, and then the rain came down and it never went away. So a bit of a high for India coming here, aware that there was still 0-0, but there was more rain at Trent Bridge. And play didn't get underway till 3 o'clock local time. That meant just 55 overs available. The water table was very high. The pitch had a little bit in it, and it was a toss that was crying out to be won. Win the toss, field first, they said, and Rahul Dravid did just that. And very soon the bowlers were starting to respond. Let's take a look at the two lineups then as they were, and both captains, having seen the performances at Lord's, thought it fit to go in with the same side. So the two teams knew each other. India depending a lot on Zaheer Khan. RP Singh was a revelation at Lord's, and Sreesanth up against the England batting mitres, Strauss, Cook, Vaughan, Peterson, Collingwood and Bell, with Fryer, a very handy man, coming in at number 7. So there you are, India winning the toss and putting England in on a slightly overcast day, high water table, juicy pitch, good seam bowling conditions. Let's join the highlights. Second test here at Nottingham. It's a very healthy melange of sun and cloud, and occasionally the sun is winning, which is not what you can say about the last 5 days. No covers as well. The covers would have been on for the last 2 or 3 days. There has been an enormous amount of precipitation here in Nottingham. And that is where, of course, these two teams converge, and they converge 0-0. Remember, it ended 9 wickets down for India at Lord's, exclusive on Star Cricket. First, let's go and join Ravi Shastri.
Yes, Harsha, I'm here alongside the pitch with Ian Chappell, and from the look of it, there's quite a bit of grass on the surface. It's not as hard as it was at Lord's, but there is still pretty much grass, which means that there will be some movement for the bowlers right through. Ian, what do you make of this pitch? Just speaking to some locals, they say they've never seen that much grass on the surface here.
No, I was talking to Kevin Peterson, and Kevin played for Notts for 4 years at this ground. He said he's never seen this amount of grass on the pitch ever before. In fact, he said to Michael Vaughan, are they going to cut it again? So a lot of grass there. The fact that the pitch has been under the covers for almost 3 days straight probably means there'll be a bit of sweating, a bit of moisture there. So the ball, with the grass and a bit of moisture, the ball will move off the seam. The other thing that Kevin Peterson said is, since they built that stand over there, the ball has swung a lot here. It seems to swing pretty regularly. So it sounds like, certainly today, and there's quite a few dark clouds around, although we've got a bit of sunshine. Today it looks like the bowlers might have a good day.
Now, what do you think of the pace in the surface? Will it be similar to Lord's? Because there has been a lot of rain around.
Yeah, not, as you said, not as hard as Lord's. And the thing we'll need to look for tomorrow morning is to see if there's a few indentations, because that was the great thing about that Lord's pitch. Once the ball started to land on the pitch, no indentations at all, which meant it was very, very hard. This one, not so hard, so maybe we'll get some indentations.
We're getting ready to go down to the toss then, and it's going to be an interesting decision from the captain. Let's go and join Michael Atherton, who's with the two captains.
Yep, we're all set. The two captains are here. Rahul Dravid, Michael Vaughan, the match referee Ranjan Madigali, and Robbie, our mascot for the day. Michael's got the coin.
Tails.
Tails is the call.
It is tails.
It is tails. India have won the toss and we'll
have a bow, mate.
You're thinking behind that decision?
Well, I think the wicket's been under covers for a few days. It's a bit of grass on the wicket, a bit of moisture as well. I like to exploit that early on.
You wouldn't be worried about a wet ball on the outfield?
There was a bit of a concern, but hopefully they can get it dry, half an hour and a bit of sunshine. Now it should be okay.
Now, you've gone with the same team from Lord's. A case of same team must do better, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we've done well in the bowling department. Got to pull our socks up a little bit in the batting. Everyone's quite keen to do that, and we've got some experience there, and it's really up to them to put up a good performance.
In terms of the batting, has it been a frustration that you've not really been able to get outside in the build-up to this test match?
Well, yes, in some ways, but you've got to get used to that. I think it's part and parcel of touring, it's part and parcel of adjusting, and no, there'll be no excuses on that regard.
OK, good luck today. Play well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rahul. Michael, I guess you might have had a bowl as well.
Yeah, we would have had a ball, but I'm not too sure what this wicket's going to do, and if you can get runs on the board, you can put any team in the world under pressure, so that's our aim today, is try and bat well, get a good score on the board and try and put India under pressure as we did batting first at Lord's last week.
It always looks a decent surface here at Trent Bridge, maybe a little bit more grass than usual.
Yeah, I guess there is. I guess that might just help the ball carry. We'll wait and see what happens. Usually the new ball does a little bit. Try and play as well as we can today. Get a good total, and as I said, putting you under pressure with the runs on the board.
Same team as well for England, a case of more of the same.
Yeah, we're looking to try and play a similar kind of game with a good performance at Lords, but we must do it again here at Trent Bridge. We've had some fond memories of playing at Trent Bridge over the last few years, and hopefully this will be another good game.
Lots of positive noises about your bowling attack in the last game. I suppose you'd really want to see the consistency moving forward.
Yeah, that's the key for the team to play a similar level of performance in this game. Key now is to get runs on the board and give the opportunity of the bowlers to bowl at something. So we'll try and get through this new ball and try and get a good total on the board, and say give the young attack something to bowl at.
OK, have a good day today. The news from the middle end that Rahul Dravid has won the toss and India will have a bowl today.
Right, so there you are. That's how England are going to line up. No change at all. Strauss and Cook will be taking first strike in these conditions. Play will start in half an hour. So Strauss and Cook. Michael Vaughan, Kevin Pietersen, Paul Collingwood. It's the same side that played at Lords. And Ian Bell. It's a pretty good top six. That Matt Pryor, who played such a crucial innings of 42 at Lords. Then the bowling, Chris Tremlett. Two other seamers, that's swingers rather, that's Sidebottom and Anderson, and Monty Panes are in between with the bats. So India, they're going to field first. So Wasim Jaffer and Dinesh Karthik will come out much later in this game. They won't want to come out too much later if they have it their way. Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar, Saurav Ganguly and VVS Lakshman in the middle order. That's been the topic of our discussion in the studio for such a long time. Dhoni will be feeling a bit better after that 70 that he got. Then Anil Kumble. And then the three new ball bowlers, Zahir Khan, RP Singh and Srishant Swan.
The Indian players with their customary huddle on the field as the two England openers walk past them. Andrew Strauss, Alistair Cook. Rahul Dravid with the final words to his team.
And make the batsman play.
Ball swinging here, swinging well for Zahir Khan.
And it's pretty much like the first over that he bowled at Lords, the first test. Not making the batsman play at all. This is good movement. But what's the point of the movement if you're not going to make the batsman play? That is much better. That is definitely much better. 3 away going deliveries and this one coming back in. This is good stuff. I still feel that you have to, with the new ball, make the batsman play as much as you can.
It's gone through. And it's over the wet patches in the outfield. And it's gone for 4.
Yes, he's almost parallel to the popping crease. See how close he is. There he is. And which is never going to give him enough room to try and stop a ball which is going a few feet either side of him, because he's a slip fielder basically.
It's gone. Great catch. A simple catch, but they have to be taken, and Zahir strikes.
Well, action replay of the dismissal of Andrew Strauss in the second innings of the first test. Zahir getting him to drive around the off-stump, ball moving away just a little bit. And Sachin Tendulkar completing the catch. No, it was Lakshman who completed the catch. No, Tendulkar who completed the catch. And England's first wicket is down for 4.
Michael Vaughan, age 32, right-hand batsman, right-hand off-spin, England captain.
Yes, indeed, England's captain coming to the middle now with Andrew Strauss gone for 4. And Zahir Khan with the first strike for India. 4 slips and a gully. Very short mid-off that is being posted there. No one out there. Off the mark, first ball.
up until the point where he got out, it appeared as though Andrew Strauss was going to try and leave as many balls go as possible outside off stump. So you've got to give credit to Zahir Khan for sucking him into that shot, and he's done it with late swing. Comfortable catch there for Sachin Tendulkar, but he bowled that one close enough that Strauss thought that he had to play, even encouraged him to drive with the fullish length delivery, but late swing caught the edge. Late swing will do it most times for you.
Just 2 full from Sushant. And that's a chase for Dinesh Karthik, and it's going to beat him. So 4 for Cook.
Much too full. I get the impression that Sushant's not quite happy bowling to the left-handed batsman. Didn't make Alistair Cook play most of his first over. Now a much fuller delivery, and Cook didn't even have to hit it hard. He just pushed it.
That's gone through. There isn't a third man, and that'll count as 4. But 4 points, you would say, to the bowler. 4 runs to the batter.
Once again, a ball of fuller length around the off stump, forcing the batsman to play at it. It wasn't quite a catch, but nevertheless an uncertain stroke. A little poke outside the off stump, and that'll encourage the bowler.
Could be 2 here.
The finger stalls are right in the end of the glove, so they're there basically in case you get one on the end of the finger, and it will protect a little bit. See, it'd be about, well, not quite the length of those grey bits at the end, but that's where they are, right in the end of the gloves.
He's done well there, squirted out, useful delivery. It's a bit fed up with that, but it gets Alistair Cook 2 runs. Now, change of voice for you. Ravi Shastri's been joined by the Essex and England contingent of Nasser Hussain and Graham Gooch. Ravi.
Thank you, Alan. It's a good start here for the Indians. The ball swinging around, they got the early wicket. Now that's hurt it. And it must have gone off the top edge into the helmet. Extra effort from Michael Vaughan. Wicket 1, Zahir Khan to Michael Vaughan.
Well, a few words there from Zahir Khan. It's good bumper, well directed, right on target. But too quick for Michael Vaughan. Clouting him on the side of the helmet. And on a wicket that's swinging around, that's a good variation. Just makes the batsman think. Fortunately, Michael Vaughan's okay. A little bit of verbal encouragement there from Zahir Khan. Didn't think it was quite, how are you, Michael?
That's a good shot. Fractionally offline, Zahir Khan, and Vaughan quick to bounce on it. Misty stroke on the onside.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Fantastic hands, that's what he's practicing. However slow your feet might be at the beginning of an innings, watch the hands here. It's a beautiful timer of a ball. Flicks it away. The outfield's still quick even with all the rain. That ball might just come back a little bit wet.
That's edged and taken. He's done it again from around the wicket. He was out twice to RP Singh in the last test match. This time Zahir Khan gets the England captain.
Indians are doing their homework. Has Michael Vaughan got a problem? Left armour round the wicket. Thinks it's coming in, just hits the seam. It's a good delivery. Vaughan has to play, and 2 catches for Tendulkar. He doesn't drop them. The Indian are making use of this toss. England 24 for 2. The captain has gone for 9.
Hi, I'm Kevin Peterson, 27 years old. I bat right-handed and I bowl right-hand.
It's Kevin Peterson, the centurion of the Lord's Test match, comes out to the middle with his side in a spot of bother here. 24 for 2.
This is the wicket of Michael Vaughan. Zahi Khan round the wicket. He had to play at that ball. Good seam. Good low catch from Tendulkar. And the Indians feel Vaughan's got a little bit vulnerable there outside off stump. He's been out 3 times now, so the left armour bowling around the wicket.
Runs on the onside. It's gone away fine. Have to wait for the umpire signal. In fact, boundary signals. Just been some bat and then off the pad. He's off the mark.
These sort of things happen when you got 100 in the last game. Luck seems to go your way. Maybe a little bit of inside edge onto pad, just runs away for 4. You're off the mark again. Amazing how many times you're out of luck or a low score. This would be signalled leg byes, but Peterson's away again. Maybe just a little bit of inside edge.
I beg your pardon, 450, Steve. Alistair Cook holds the England record for being the fastest batsman to reach 1,000 runs. He reached there in only his 13th Test match. He's already got 6 Test match hundreds. That's punched down the ground, past mid-on. And in spite of the rain, it's a pretty quick outfield this. 3 runs comfortably taken.
Good batting from Alistair Cook. Just shows you don't have to hit the ball too hard, especially when it's moving around like this. Just a low back lift. Just punch the ball down the ground. Get you 3, sometimes it will get you 4.
Very sporting of Kevin Peterson there. I would have seen some batsmen in my day would have said, that's my ball, I'm having that one. I would have hit the ball. I don't know if that's his flipper.
That's a terrific shot on the up. This is what I mean, using his height to good advantage. Tall man just punching it down the ground.
Well, that's the difference between a good player and a very, very fine player. Kevin Peterson, there was nothing wrong with that delivery. It was a length ball. A lot of batsmen would have just defended, but watch Peterson go at the bowler and hit it at the top of the bounce. That is a brilliant shot. Put into the equation all the movement and the fact that India are on top. Quite awesome from Peterson.
It's another edge and it'll be another 4. It's gone past Latchman all the way along the ground. Bowler's got his hands in his hips. He won't enjoy that, but he might bowl a bit quicker next over. 42 for 2. Oh, he's got a nick onto that. He's got some wood onto it. Peterson showing Shrikant the bat. You could hear it first.
Swing it late. Just clips the outside edge. 2 definite noises.
Oh, that's gone down for 4. Just wavering offline, Shrikant.
I noticed in the newspapers that one of the players, Alistair Cook, who was out LBW twice in that Test match, was sort of bemoaning his problems in that game. LBW shouldn't do that, writing in newspapers. It's history, just get on with it. This is your next innings. He was in there. I didn't like that this morning. He wrote in one of the newspapers that he thought he'd got a couple of rough LBW decisions.
This could be close. It's more than close. It's out. That is a big scalp. Peterson's gone. RP Singh has struck.
Yes, and as we were talking about singers, Singh has sung a very good song for India.
Swing the ball, pitch it up and swing it. Great decision, Rahul Dravid will have a ball first. It misses the bat, it misses that front pad. And Singh is singing a song here, up he goes. England in big trouble. The swingers are having a field day. Peterson, big wicket, gone for 13, 47 for 3.
Paul Collingwood, 31 years old, right-handed batsman, right-arm fast bowler.
Well, Paul Collingwood comes in with England having lost 3 wickets, big 3 as well, Strauss, Vaughan and Peterson. Collingwood made a duck in his first innings at Lord's. That was the first duck of his Test career, which has seen him score 5 Test centuries. Often the man for the crisis, Paul Collingwood.
That's a nice stat to have. 22 years in so many days.
Tall man, Kevin Peterson, but it's hit him on the back leg, and that back leg would have been buckled a little bit. Oh, it's a good delivery. RP Singh is probing. 47 for 3. Peterson's gone. Oh, hello. Oh, my word, the umpires are going to be kept busy now.
This is a massive appeal. And he has a good look at this, umpire Tofel. Swing there, starts to swing, hand nips back.
Might have been a bit of a bat on it, or maybe the umpire thought that since he had been hit above the knee roll, and because Alistair Cook is a tall batsman, that it might have gone over the top of the stump.
Bit too short. That's too short for Alistair Cook there. And they're going back for the second. That's good running. Good sprint for that first run and a good turn.
Well, the swingers are in town, and it's not a day for bowling short. This is the last ball of the previous over. LBW shot. I think it's going to go down the leg side. We all saw that and were excited in our commentary box, but I think it's going to go down the leg side. Do I still think it? Is it swinging away now? Yes, it is.
Now that's very nicely played by Alistair Cook. Sreesanth is not enjoying this. He's probing hard for his man and he can't get him.
Well, he just boils over every now and again. And the fielders come to him, mid-on and mid-off, have gone to him again, almost to say, well, unlucky. Just an edge that goes for 4, inside edge down the leg side, and trying to tell him to calm down. I like the aggression is terrific.
Cook 25 now, and it's Zahir Khan who's fielding it fine at mid-on, and he's the guy now who's saying to Sreesanth, just gesturing with the hand to keep the lid on the emotions. Oh no, that's a bad ball. That is a poor delivery. Gave MS Dhoni no chance, and it unfortunately goes against the keeper as buys. That's 8 runs in 2 balls.
He was probably trying to bowl him behind his legs because he's noticed that Alistair Cook shuffles across towards his off stump, sometimes can leave the leg stump open. But Mahendra Singh Dhoni really had no chance because the ball continued to move even after pitching.
Short. It's pulled away, and it could run away for 4. It's going to be 4.
Well, Collingwood bounced out in the last Test match, taken by surprise. This goes for 4. But I don't think he gets all of this on the back.
No, I don't think he's quite middled it. Again, it surprised him. Came onto him a lot faster than he expected. It's quite clear now that he's prepared for the bouncer.
Chinese cut. Sreesanth having a bad time out there.
Well, all the Indian players are working hard with Sreesanth just to get his mind on the game. Very fortunate there, Collingwood, that the ball doesn't ricochet into the stumps. I've noticed Rahul Dravid go across to Sreesanth. Saurabh Ganguly has been to him. Zaheer Khan has been to him.
That's a good shot. And it's just slightly over pitched. It's going straight down the ground for 4 more.
Well, it's nice when the ball goes for 4 and you don't actually time it. I think this is a thick inside edge. I also think that he's aiming this more mid-off, wide mid-off, and gets the ball going straight back past the bowler. He's aiming extra cover here.
Look, this outfield is decidedly slower than the one at Lord's. At Lord's, that would have been into the boundary, a good 2 yards ahead of the fielder. It's because the outfield here is so heavy. A lot of boundaries becoming trees.
And I'm sure that it must be still a little damp. The outfield, so every time the ball goes out there, it will get wet. Once the seam starts getting wet and soft, and it won't move as much as the bowlers would want, even in these conditions.
So well timed. You can see the ball is easing up, even though it's as well hit as this. It will eventually reach the boundary. But again, a good solid front foot shot. This time he was closer to the pitch. 79 for 3. It's always a bit like that, isn't it? They'll make the run and eventually make it easily. Right, we've got an Abifiz fact on Paul Collingwood. He's been a valuable member of England's squad. 206 in the Ashes Test at Adelaide in 2006. He was going through a purple patch then. Became England's first double centurion in Australia for 70 years. 22 gone now. It's 80 for 3. As the moment it drifts down that area, it's picked away easily. It's very noticeable, isn't it, Graham? The outfield is very slow in that area as you reach the boundary.
The water table is very high and very soggy this morning. And this is Ganguly bowling to Cook, and Cook looks tentative to me. He's remembering that dismissal at Lord's, treating Ganguly with respect.
Well, he's growing in confidence, Collingwood. He's a busy player. He's got most of his runs on the onside. Will get a boundary here. And at the moment he's come out to bat, the scoreboard has ticked along. He's moved to 24th, just 22 balls.
Yes, he's not only moved to 24, but it's quite difficult to remember where he's got these 24. They've come very quickly, and that's a nice shot on the legs. It's disappointing for India because Collingwood had a poor match at Lord's. His confidence wouldn't have been high after that game. And you think you want to bowl tight to him, just keep him tight, make him work for the runs, make him work hard just before tea.
Yes, he's being a bit hospitable in this over, Zaheer. Just trying to maybe do him round his legs or trying to get the ball to move a great deal from outside leg stump. All he's ended up doing is making it eat and drink for Collingwood.
Just think Zahir Khan to Collingwood here, just asking the ball to do too much, trying to swing it away from him, but starting it too straight. Trying to go for the magic ball, trying to bowl instead of bowling percentage.
The over's getting better and better. Tea's going to taste even better.
Well, it was as if he was waiting for it. He gave that some tap. Plays that shot well, tall man. He rolls his wrists, keeps the ball to ground. There was a man in the deep, but the placement was spot on. Nice position when he plays it.
I just wonder if India missing a third seamer could just come and keep things very quiet and keep things there. So when a couple of wickets have gone, the batsmen are in for about half an hour. They look over the scoreboard, it's not changed too much. Every time a wicket has fallen, the runs have come very quickly. This partnership was put on 44. 4 and over as well. More runs. Look for 3. So 14 coming off the over. Well bowled. That's the ball he's searching for. Every now and again he lets it go.
Yes, he's bowled much better from the pavilion end. Rhythm's a lot better. Seeing that ball going in the direction of the shine.
Just bailing out at the last minute. Yes, mid-wicket tends to get a lot straighter because he's not going to bowl that short, so it's probably there to prevent the on drive, the flick. Went up an appeal for pad and bat, and he appealed 3 times. Just wonder how long the stride was in the first place.
What you also got to see is whether he was struck outside the line. He was on the move, Collingwood, looking to play forward. Just nipping back, and they may have struck him outside the line of the off stump. He's doing a good job here, Ganguly, adjusting well to right-hander and the left-hander. Clearly struck outside the line.
He's been well outside the line too. This is very good running. I think the secret of the second was the way they ran that first really quickly. And I think they've identified that Zahir has bowled a few overs, and in any case, he's not the quickest on the ball. And the opportunity was very quickly taken for the second. $100 comes up for England. 100 for 3. These two came together with a score on 47. So this is a very handy partnership.
Yes, they've added over 50, 53 to be exact.
Oh, he's bowled him. That's the one he's been looking for. Sreesanth is back.
India deserve this wicket. They've been very patient since tea. Rahul Dravid must have had a word at tea saying, listen, we've tried too many things, let's go back to basics, and those basics have worked. Paul Collingwood often plays with a closed bat face. There it is, closing the face, dragging it onto middle stump, and Sreesanth is rewarded with his first wicket. Collingwood's gone for 28, England 101 for 4.
Ian Bell, age 25, right-hand batsman.
So 4 down, 101 on the board, and it's Ian Bell who comes to the middle. 6 tons, 42.59 his average. So Sreesanth has got the wicket that he's been looking for. He's been striving hard for that wicket. He hasn't been totally happy with himself.
And since tea, I think Dravid has had a word and said, listen fellas, there's enough in the pitch. If we keep bowling back of a length, we'll get wickets. Here you look at Collingwood dragging that bat across the line, closing the bat face. Poor technically that. He'll be worried about that, Paul Collingwood, and leaving a big gap, dragged onto his stumps. But India and Sreesanth deserve that for the way they've bowled after tea.
It's gone very fine for 4. 4-leg byes.
Well, he still hasn't got his line right, Sreesanth. Still tending to bowl a bit down the leg side. Easy runs off the mark for Ian Bell, just helping the ball along.
That's clipped away and timed quite beautifully. That's going to run away for 4. You hardly touch that. That is a really very nice shot indeed for 4.
Alistair Cook moves around to his off stump, so the bowler has to be pretty careful where he bowls the ball. If he's going to pitch it on the pads, then he's going to go for runs, particularly at Ganguly's pace, where the ball comes at a very good height, very comfortable height to be able to play that flick shot.
Oh, that's well bowled. He's gone right through him.
That's a lot better from Sreesanth. Whether the change of ends has helped again, a little bit like Lords. He preferred the pavilion end at Lords. This was a beauty. Exactly where you want to bowl to Ian Bell early in his innings. And that's why Dravid might need a change at the other end. Get the faster men on. Test Bell out.
That's it. That's a very, very good delivery. And really should be looking to do that rather than trying to bowl the in-swinger. If he wants a change of angle or a change of delivery, maybe he should just hold the ball across the seam rather than along the seam.
They've gone up, and so has the finger. Sourav Ganguly's persistence has paid off.
Well, all this while, Alistair Cook has been getting onto the front foot to Sourav Ganguly and negating any little movement that the former Indian captain was getting. For this, he's got stuck onto the back foot, trying to play across the line, misses it. And I think at Ganguly's pace, it was pretty sure that it wouldn't go over the top of the stumps. And that's what Simon Toffel has decided. And he's declared him out LBW. 109 for 5.
Ganguly celebrates. It's the big wicket of Alistair Cook. He's gone for 43, and England 109 for 5.
Matt Pryor, 25, right-hand batsman, wicketkeeper.
Matt Pryor, 109 for 5, and Ganguly, Sourav Ganguly has taken another wicket. It's 5 down for England, 109 for 5.
Sourav Ganguly smiling. He's done the job for India again. Rahul Dravid giving him the ball to keep one end tight rather than get wickets. A wicket would be a bonus. He's a long way down, Alistair Cook, but caught in no man's land, so to speak. And confident appeal from Ganguly.
That's down the leg side. That's the wrong line. Certainly has been a spirited performance, a Cadbury's spirited performance, full cream dairy milk from Ganguly. Picks up wickets, good wickets, important wickets when he's required. So you've got full cream at one end and fruit and nut at the other with Sreesanth.
That's good timing. But RP Singh is a good mover in the outfield. Keep the batsman down to 2.
There's Rahul Dravid's field, setting 3 interestingly set slip fielders wide apart, not in a conventional manner. So they obviously think Bell's going to go for the drive. He's going to invite the drive, and he might get the edge.
I tell you what, that's a good way to put yourself in an early grave as a captain. Spread the slip fielders like that. I just think if you're going to have 3 slips, put them next to each other, and if it happens to find a gap, bad luck. But if it finds a gap like that, you're going to pull your hair out.
I mean, it's totally guesswork, isn't it? And the way Tendulkar's bowling, he's unlikely to get the edge off a defensive shot. It's got to be an attacking drive.
You mentioned about relieving the pressure. You don't want to be giving too many overs to Tendulkar at this stage. He might get you a wicket, but the chances of you attacking and keeping the pressure on with RP Singh is far better. .115 for 5. So now the Abbey Fields fact for you. India won the first series against England in 61-62, winning the final 2 test matches at Calcutta and Madras. Chennai now, after drawing the first 3 games. That should be 4. Short, wide, gets the treatment.
This is a short ball from RP Singh, not the length he wants to be bowling in these conditions. He's got to commit the batsman to the front foot. They'll be thinking anything that's short on this wicket is a scoring opportunity when the ball is swinging around, darting around off the seam. Got to keep the ball full. You've got to commit the batsman to the front foot.
Not carrying, that was edged just short of Tendulkar. It'll be interesting to see if Dhoni could have gone for it.
I think Tendulkar is doing, he is swinging the ball. He's moving the ball away from the right-hander. He's asking the batsman, are you going to drive? Go on, you want to drive. You know you want to drive. A couple of slips there, gully, a slip and a gully. And sometimes even the best of players have a drive at the medium pacer.
He climbed into that. That's 4. Nice juicy half volley.
Well, Tendulkar won't be put off by that because that's what he's trying to encourage. So he'll probably be, well, he won't be pleased that he's been hit for 4, but he'll be pleased that it has attracted a shot. And he'll be hoping that the next time, in fact, Bell has walked at him a little bit, he'll be hoping next time he gets the length right.
Two more runs taken. The reason I'm saying how long he'll continue, because you don't want the pressure to come off now. Remember, play started at 3 o'clock, so the bowlers still have got enough energy in them. Just 12 overs for Zahir, 12 for Srishant. I think Dravid might be better off sticking with his main bowlers, strike bowlers. There's also Anil Kumble. Now that's gone away fine and into the boundary. These are useful runs.
I don't know a hell of a lot about keeping, but I suspect that his starting position when he's keeping to the quick bowlers, as he leg lances that one to the boundary, I just think he's got more of a baseball catcher position that he's in rather than a wicket keeper, and it's probably only a very small adjustment, but I think that could be hindering his footwork.
Again, good timing. Outfield just quickening up as the day has progressed. 3 runs comfortably taken. And his role in this side is to be able to counter-attack as well. 135 for 5. That's a good shot. Fractionally short, but he got into good position, Matt Pryor. Thumped it off the back foot.
Well, what a counter-attacker does in this situation, the fielding captain is probably thinking to himself, right, we're on top, we can have guys around the bat, we can have lots of catching fieldsmen, because this guy will be trying to work his way out of trouble, and suddenly the fella, in this case Matt Pryor, plays shots, and the captain is then forced to think about saving a few runs as well, so it dilutes his attacking field, so it's a great ploy.
Well, it's turning out to be a superb evening here. Sun beating down, good temperatures. Nice sound of bat meeting ball, and the result a boundary. 35 these two have added pretty quickly.
Yeah, so Jim's driven from Manchester to London after taking all 10, and when he got to the door, knocked on the door, and his wife opened the door and she said, "Jim, have you done something good today?" He'd taken all 10. You can't do much better than that.
Yes, England really do need to play these 10 overs out. From India's point of view, you want a wicket in the next 5 or 6 overs to try and get in to the tail as quickly as possible. It's turning out to be a decent partnership for England.
Port taken, that's a fine catch. That is flying off the edge. That is a wonderful catch by India's best slipper.
Yes, that's why he's one of the finest slip catchers in the world. Rahul Dravid, that was sharp, that was going to his left, and he made it look so simple. He's pushed at it, so the ball's travelled a fair bit, and it was a sharp catch, travelling at speed, and he's made it look ridiculously easy. Anil Kumble gets his 556th wicket, and England have lost their 6th wicket for 147.
Chris Tremlett, age 25, right hand bat, right hand fast medium bowler.
And searching for his first run in international cricket. Got a pair at Lords, but he's at the non-striker's end.
England in a spot of bother here. A 3-match series, 147 for 6. It's about bouncing, winning the toss, bowling first. A great response from India's bowlers.
I just get the impression that the slip fielders are standing a little too deep. RP Singh is not express, and of course to a great extent it all depends on where the wicketkeeper stands. But look there, Bell's played the ball a little with a soft bottom hand, ensuring it didn't carry too much, but not by much.
was a very strange shot because he obviously had to be looking at the gap between second slip and gully, given that there's no third man. Right, who's going to play with him? And at what point does he have to start thinking about taking most of the bowling? Too early now.
That is a problem. This is that last wicket. Matt Pryor. Edges. Super catch. Really is. Makes it look so easy.
I'm not sure he was in complete control of that one either. Just wonder whether he's getting a little stuck between deciding, should I go for my shots? Do I want to remain not out? Can I trust the tail?
Well, he seems to me to be an impulsive hooker. Every time the ball's been pitched short at him, at Lords, he was looking to play the hook or the pull shot. And this ball may not have come on quickly. This one did to Rahul Dravid. And that's what we saw in real time. The ball really travelled.
Well, England have not much batting to come. Tremlett looking for his first run for England, bagged a pair in that last game.
Right, he's batting number 8. So you'd expect him to be able to hang around. There have been some very handy number 8s. Right, the Maruti Suzuki ratings. Anil Kumble is ranked number 3, and with good reason. He's been a magnificent servant of Indian cricket, and I use the word servant carefully because he's never behaved like he's the owner. He's always contributed. This is number 8. He'd be expected to produce 25, 30, 40 if necessary. And he'll get his first runs in Test cricket. He'll get 3. Still not the quickest outfield in the world at Lords. That would have been 4. 150 comes up.
Yeah, it's 151 for 6. Chris Tremlett gets his first runs. You mentioned who will stay with Bell. Well, it's got to be the number 8. If you look at 9, 10, 11, there is nothing there.
You know, David, when we're doing the game up at Chelmsford and the England squad is first announced, I think it was Graham Gooch who said, well, they've picked 4 number 11s. He said you can wait all day and then 3 will come along. Much like the buses. 151 for 6. England 151 for 6. Couple of partnerships threatened, and I think the key was the wicket of Collingwood. Collingwood and Cook were looking good. 54. Bell and Pryor 38, then Pryor out. Now Kumble to Tremlett. He's tall. He's really tall. You just look at him around the wrist.
He is like Gulliver. Sonny, you don't like this.
Not on a wet outfield. I've seen far too many people getting bad knee injuries, and see that he wasn't able to slide because it was a wet outfield. On a dry outfield, he would have been able to slide without too much of problem. But look how the knee might have got into. Look at that. He's not been able to get that slide in. And for a moment after he got up, he did limp a little bit. Fortunately for Kumble and for India, no serious damage. In fact, none, because he's continuing to bowl. Really, fielders must think twice when they do that sliding act.
The other reason, of course, could be Sunny, he's a great bowler, but he's not the most dainty man. He's not nimble, he's not Quicksilver. Shot. Looking good for Tuya.
Tell me about Anil Kumble. I know him a little bit. He seems to be a genuine nice man. Really nice fella.
Everybody in the Indian team is a genuinely nice person. Everybody in the past Indian teams have been genuinely nice persons.
Let me tell you about the England teams then.
Left-handed opening batsman, Lancastrians, very nice people.
Lovely people.
No, he's a good man because I think he stayed humble to his craft. Oh, could he have played on? I think Dhoni did well to get out of trying to catch it. Yes, what I like about him, David, is he stayed humble to his craft. You talk to him, you don't get the impression that he's got 550 wickets. He doesn't strut around, and he's aggressive. And one line he told me many years ago always stayed in memory. He said being aggressive is not telling the batsman what you think about him or his family. It's about every time you have a ball in hand wanting to take a wicket. 154 for 6. Anil Kumble has gone on to 556. He's number 4 in the list. I think it'd be a safe bet to say that he'll go past Glenn McGrath. I think a pretty safe bet to say he won't go past any of the others. The one that intrigues me is where is Murali going to get 709? And when he does get it, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. A question famously asked by Sunil Gavaskar of Graham Ford. Will he get it in Australia? You know that one, don't you? Graham Ford said, I was asked, is it a question of when you accept, or is it a question of if you accept? And he said, when? I'm on. 24 hours later, he wasn't. So we still don't have a coach.
That was all very odd, wasn't it? Let's have a look at Anil Kumble then. Well, what's this happy face?
Right, in 1971, Bishan Bedi, Chandrasekhar and Venkatraghavan went to 37 of the 53 wickets that India claimed on their way to the first series. Looking at the Indian teams of those days, you've got to ask yourself, hang on, who took the other 16? Because the spinners took all the wickets. But my hero was there. Abid Ali used to keep taking the odd wicket here and there. I think at Old Trafford he might have taken 4 for 41 in an opening spell.
That's right. And I think Eknath Solkar also chipped in with a couple of wickets.
It's the other thing about Anil Kumble is something that Saurav Ganguly told me, David. He said if the opposition is 300 for 1, very often you turn around and you don't see a bowler looking you in the eye. And he said every time I turn around, Kumble is looking at me saying I want to bowl.
Yeah, he seems a genuine character, well respected cricketer.
Oh, he's put it down. Would have been 3 for Tendulkar.
Oh, that's a bad miss. This is the time to take a wicket. 7 overs left. Worked so hard today, India. It's a let-off, is this? Does he snatch at it? Does he get it into his hands? Oh, it's not there. Oh, skipper, what do you think?
I think since you're a football fan, the score is 2-1.
Also shows that he's only human.
What a shame. Just look at the lad, 34 years young. And Sachin Tendulkar, he's done everything in the game. He catches these in his sleep. And down it goes. Would have been 7 down, England. Don't worry about that, Sachin. Catch the next.
Slightly sheepish laugh from him. 154 for 6 overs to play today. Now Tremlett is in strike, 5 deliveries. You get the feeling with Tremlett that he's probably a couple of places too high at number 8.
Well, there's lots of number 11s in this England team. They look to pick the best bowlers. It just happens that 9, 10, 11 are all number 11s. He's a little bit better, but that's a good single for India to get Tremlett on strike against Kumble. Plenty of company around the bat.
So you mean he's a better number 11 than the other number 11s?
That's exactly it, Sunil, yeah.
You can expect a lot of action now. You can expect a few Kumble rockets to come in. Have you seen a spinner ball quicker?
Chandrasekhar ball quicker?
Underwood?
Yes, yes.
Just drifting down leg side, that one. It's a little straighter. Now that's close. Maybe just drifting down leg again.
Well, he's trying that old trick, Anil Kumble. Couple of tossed up deliveries and then the quicker one, which traps the batsman in front. A bit of an edge there. And that's what would have saved Tremlett.
Bat. He's always got to have bat in front.
Well, the two prowlers either side of Tremlett. And two catches in picture there. After any little inside edge onto pad, another comes in, another fielder. It's going to be a leg slip, I would think.
Saurav Ganguly is now the man right in front. India have got this game now. They can't tell themselves, look at the scoreboard and say, you know what, it should have been 7 down. Just tell themselves maybe the 7th will come today. But it's been a fine performance by the Indian seamers. They've used the conditions really well. Kumble is backing his leg break. He's got second slip now. Another man comes out to cover. It's all happening. 155 for 6. He played 5 out. Five overs left. Zahir Khan has been India's best bowler today, and he gets the ball from the end that he wants. That's the old pavilion. He's bowling from that end. Tendulkar standing at first slip will be saying, give it to me somewhere close to me. I don't even mind if it doesn't come to hand, just give me somewhere in my area and I'll go for it. Third slip comes in as well. The batsman in strike is Bell, the recognised batsman. Five for 29 versus New Zealand at Hamilton. That was a very strained series. 2002, that's a fine shot. 2. There's that series in 2002. The batsmen are redundant. Bowlers that thinks everything their own way. New Zealand didn't mind it, except that their captain, Stephen Fleming himself, said he's disappointed by the pitches.
Well, they can be juicy out there, can't they? They can be green, damp pitches. Well, this is wicket time again for India. Perfect time. Last 5 overs of the day. Real expectancy from the fielders and the captain. All the chat out there will be, come on, let's take one of these back with us to the pavilion. England is 6 down, should be 7 down. I always think this last 5 overs is a perfect time. Just lifts the team.
Yes, he's out! And it's a big one. It's not Tremlett but Bell. And he swung that in.
Well, just saying, what a great time to take a wicket. He looks back. Shake of the head, Ian Bell, watching the big screen. Ball of full length, that's the play. Swings back now, dangerous. Hits him on the shin. That's going on to hit middle and leg. Perfect time for a wicket. Zahir Khan responds. He's had an excellent day today, Zahir Khan. Left arm swing ball, and he's troubled England. He's troubled Ian Bell. Bell 31, England 157 for 7.
Ryan Sidebottom, age 29, left hand bat, left arm fast medium.
Would he have thought when the captains went out to toss he'd be batting? 157 for 7. A lot of cricket left in this match, but India have made a fine start here. Three slips, 2 gullies. Well, 4 slips, a gully. for the left-hander. He's been angling the ball away from the right-hander all day and then swung that back wickedly, did Zahir Khan.
Wicket ball this.
You're calling it already?
Yeah, wicket ball. I can feel it. Not quite. He'll be thrilled, won't he, the captain, winning the toss. We'll have a ball. Just wonder how my bowlers will respond. They were terrific. That's out.
He looked very unhappy, Bayer, and the only reason he could have been unhappy was if there'd been an inner edge, because that ball was headed only towards the stumps. Pitched in line, hit him low enough.
Who would have thought that this would be the situation after the first 3 or 4 deliveries that Zahir bowled? But how magnificently he's come back, Zahir Khan, after those first 3 deliveries, which didn't test the batsman at all, didn't make the batsman play at all. After that, he's been bang on target. Magnificent stuff.
It's 157 for 7. Does Tremlett suddenly start to say, hang on, I'm number 8 here, I'm batting with number 9, I'm going to take Kumble. Takes a single first ball. 23 deliveries. Right, they're probably telling themselves, did we bat badly? Was there too much in the air? Still looking unhappy. Ball swung back in. I think that's what it was.
He's probably discussing with the batting coach, Andy Flower. He's on the extreme left of your screen.
Swings now, he's in trouble. But we can't see an inside edge. It just looks a straightforward LBW. You'd just be disappointed. You were not alike. All batsmen were never out LBW, but it looked a good delivery. It's in line.
It looks like they'll be wicket every ball.
Well, have a look at where the ball hits him as well. It hits him on the inside part of the pad. If it had hit him on the outside part, then you could have said that the ball would have gone down the leg side. And Hawkeye actually shows that it would have hit the middle end leg.
I don't think he has a problem with it. Other than all of us are never out LBW. That's plumb.
Just like every appeal by the bowler is out LBW.
Let's give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's just disappointed. 158 for 7 with 3 to play.
The shadows lengthening on the beautiful green sward of Trent Bridge as India look to take another wicket. Maybe even 2 before the evening's finished. 158 for 7 as Zahir Khan is coming around the wicket to Chris Tremlett. Oh dear, that's a lapse by the captain. And Tremlett picks up 2.
It's too much of a worry, runs at this stage. Just getting balls that batsmen have to play at, looking for edges. Still looking for LBWs.
He came around the wicket. I was quite surprised earlier in the day, Bumble, when he came around the wicket after about 2 deliveries to Michael Vaughan. But then he got him out from bowling around the wicket. He's got the knack, hasn't he, Sonny, of bowling what would look to be an in-swinger, and it straightens, much like Wasim Akram Remember that great delivery that Wasim bowled to Alan Lamb in the '92 Cricket World Cup. Now he's coming back over the wicket now.
I see him more dangerous over the wicket to tail enders, especially looking to hit the pad. We saw that last dismissal. It's a perfect dismissal. Picks the ball up, swing it back into the right-handers. Tail enders can't cope with too much swing.
Now that'll go through. Tremlett just pushing at that. Kumble gives chase, and it's going to be 4.
Yes, useful runs for England. Tremlett moves into double figures. He's got 11.
He's a very tall man, Chris Tremlett, whose father Tim used to play for Hampshire. Very medium pace right arm bowler. It has to be a very short delivery now, doesn't it, to hit Chris Tremlett on the head. It's a better length, and Tremlett might get one. He will get one, and he's got the bowling. It's 165%.
Don't play back. Do not play back to him. Just watch how he varies his pace this over. That last delivery 52 miles an hour. There will be one round about 60. Quick delivery. Flighted. Drops his pace again to 50. It's coming.
And that's a chase for Sreesanth. Oh, he's dived too short. He's dived too short.
Well, it's almost like the swimming bath, diving into the deep end, and he can't just get there.
The robber, he got away.
Here he goes. 1, 2, 3.
But let's not forget what a fine shot it was from Chris Tremlett. Played it with a lot of ease, a lot of time.
169 for 7. Zaheer Khan, a Cadbury's spirited performance. He's actually gone past 150. He's got 151 wickets now, Zaheer Khan, and he's such a crucial player in this Indian side. He's gone past Ravi Shastri now for the number of wickets for his country. Certainly much more than a spirited performance. That is a terrific set of figures for Zaheer, and he keeps getting top players, keeps making inroads at the top of the order. Strauss today gone early. He used to do, just a couple of months ago, he did Graham Smith, top of the order. Michael Vaughan, top of the order. Oh, he's making it talk still at the end of the day.
India have had a very, very good day. 7 wickets. England contained. The ball has swung all the time. You can see that late swing there. Just wonder what we've got in store tomorrow by the atmosphere and swing. It usually does swing throughout the game here now at Trent Bridge with all this building around. It's quite an enclosed ground now. Don't know how you explain it, but the ball has consistently swung since these buildings were erected, and these very fine stands that have been built. Good to see the ball swinging. Good to see the control of the bowlers. India will be saying good to see 7 wickets.
Just probing and probing and probing. Just tuning the radar, isn't he?
Oh, that's a fine delivery. Ryan Sidebottom asked the umpire how many to go. No footwork, he's just hanging the bat there.
.169 for 7. Rahul Dravid winning the toss, and play not starting here at Trent Bridge until 3 o'clock local time because of the waterlogged outfield. The pitch itself was all right. It's been under covers for 3 days. A little bit of grass on the pitch, and the run-ups were very poor, very soft. There's no way the play could have started on time. The umpire's completely right in their decision to delay play. Paul Collingwood. Michael Vaughan, the England captain. There's Phil Neal there in the bottom. There's Phil Neal, former Worcestershire captain. That is the last over of Zahir's, the last ball of Zahir's over, and that is the end of play for the day. And at 169 for 7, India have had a good day at the office.
They've had a terrific day, winning the toss and bowling first, and captains are always a touch wary. Will your bowlers respond? Of course they've responded. Zahir Khan has been outstanding. 16 overs, 4 maidens, 3 for 50. The ball has swung. India have responded.
In that England dressing room, we'll be asking a few questions. India will be happy with their efforts, Sonny, today.
Oh, absolutely. I think, as David said, every time a captain puts the opposition in, he's expecting to get wickets, and that's what the bowlers have given to Rahul Dravid. It was a decision that was possibly made because of the tinge of green on the surface, as well as the fact that there would be a fair bit of moisture with all the rain that this pitch and this ground has taken. Very good decision that by Rahul Dravid, and justified by his bowlers with a very, very fine, spirited performance. England 169 for 7.
Yeah, this was probably India's best day on the tour so far. 169 for 7. Cook fought hard for 43, and Collingwood and Bell contributed as well. I thought both those batsmen, Collingwood and Bell, were looking quite fluent when they were out. Now Tremlett is still in there, having been let off a sitter by Tendulkar. 169 for 7. Zahir Khan was a star. 3 for 50, except for one little period just before tea. I thought he was excellent all day. Sreesanth, well, those figures suggest that he bowled better than he actually did, but once he went to the pavilion end, was excellent. And then Ganguly 1 for 11, Kumble 1 for 16, the 2 old war horses coming good for India. So there you are. Once Rahul Dravid won the toss, he would have expected his bowlers to do exactly what they did. Get into the English lineup as quickly as possible, and India picking up 7 wickets. So India winning day 1, but lots of time left in this test match.